As you know, I was in Afghanistan on Saturday with President Ghani and NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg, where we announced a joint declaration on bringing peace to Afghanistan, which reaffirms the United States' partnership with the government of Afghanistan. This was an important first step toward a political solution to end the war in Afghanistan. What we'll do is we'll go to 8600 and we're going to stop and we'll assess the situation, not just tactically on the ground, but also are all the parties living up to their obligations, their commitments? Are they acting in good faith and showing good effort? And I don't want to get too far ahead of us at this point, but we'll go to that point and we'll assess the situation.
One is the Taliban is not a monolithic group. There's multiple terrorist organizations operating over there. So we don't know. I know the attack you're talking about. Got some initial reports on it. We don't know exactly who did that yet. That's the first point. Secondly, I would caution everybody to think that there's going to be an absolute cessation of violence in Afghanistan. That is probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to go to zero. So this is a significant step forward, this agreement, and it's going to lead to inter-Afghan dialogue, and it ultimately leads to a peace agreement. But to think that it's going to go to zero immediately, that probably is not going to be the case.
This is going to be a long, windy, bumpy road. There will be ups and downs, and we'll stop and start. That's going to be the nature of this over the next days, weeks, and months. And so I'm not going to get too excited about what happens at the moment. We're just going to deal with each situation as it arises and make sure we stay focused on the mission. The mission here, again, number one, is to make sure Afghanistan never again becomes a safe haven for terrorists to attack this country. We've been very successful for the past 18 years for doing that. And then number two, support our Afghan partners in the process. And then number three, again, as we can, bring our troops home, withdraw our presence in the country. But that's our commitment. That's what we intend to do. And we're going to stay focused on that because at the end of the day, the best path, if not the only path forward, is through a political agreement between the warring parties.